Hanging on the cool. Hanging on the cool.
Banging on the speakers, ayy. This shit feel nostalgic, ayy. Feel like I was Frank, ultra from the palette, ultra from the aura, ayy. Shine like ultraviolet, ayy. You should bag up from me, cause I tend to get violent.
Anime. We have everybody's attention. Please, we are now boarding the Brothership, the only place in outer space where the nerds and the normies come for the content, but they stay for the culture. And if JJK ain't back, then my name ain't Matt. And if this isn't season 3, then her name ain't D. Welcome to another episode of the JJK Replay, your new favorite post-watch pre-show before the new episode drops on Thursday. And this week we will be talking about episode 4. We will be fan girling, guying, whatever your pronoun in is over this episode. We won't just be talking about it. We'll be freaking out about it. We'll be gushing about it. We'll be loving it because Maki did her goddamn thing. But, before we get there, as a Philly-based podcast, we would be remiss if we didn't give you the Allen Iverson overview of Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3, Episode 4, titled Perfect Preparation, as the focus shifts to Maki Zenin's brutal confrontation with her own family. Maki returns to the Zenin clan's estate to retrieve cursed tools from the family vault and aid her allies in the upcoming culling game. She has permission from Megumi Fushiguro, newly appointed head of the Zenin clan, our guy, but is met with hostility from family members of the Zenin. So that's what happened. That's the brief. That's the basis of everything. But yeah, Maki went in there and fucked shit up. But before we get to the fuck shit up, before we had hit record, you had mentioned something that I had similarly gone through watching this episode. It has been what feels like a lifetime since I've watched the first season of JJK. It's felt like that was a million years ago, when Ishidori was like getting into the school and he was like doing all like his pre-sorcerer training stuff, and we would see like Maki and Momo and the panda and all that stuff, and May and everything. So I had forgot about like Maki and Mai's like story, like their backstory. Obviously I knew they're twin sisters and there was like some contention there, but I had totally forgot, like the part where Maki essentially left Mai behind so she could, become yoked as fuck, so she could change the norms. Like she didn't want to have to just be, a wife to, somebody in the Zenin clan that just had to like play the back role. She didn't want that for her or her twin sister. So, she left to become a sorcerer to be able to be strong enough to change it. And in that, leaving her twin sister behind in the Zenin clan, there was a lot of resentment there. I love everything about like their moment that they had together. But before we kind of get into the thick of it, talk to me a little bit about hi, you know what I just found out today. Speaking of side quests activated, Mikey. Aang, the voice of Aang from Avatar: The Last Airbender, is Pablo from the backyard again.
No way!
That's why Aang loves penguins. Like that they put that as like a little Easter egg because the voice actor who voiced Aang was also Pablo.
Oh my god, I didn't know that. How did I Pablo?
I literally just found that out 2 days ago. So
oh my god,
serendipitous timing that you would sing that, and I had a little factoid. The side mission complete.
I love that.
Back to you, my dear. We had talked about again before we had hit recording, like the emotional weight of Maki and Mai's like twindomness. So how did that fall upon your shoulders?
First of all, I get emotional when we talk about that. That's exactly I get emotional when we talk about these kind of things. So I gotta get it together.
She said pearls were clutched. Pearls.
Yes, I was like my son was there and I didn't want him to be like, Mommy, what's wrong? So silent tears were just streaming. That just, oh my gosh. I guess they hadn't really been like a prominent part of the anime up until now.
Yeah, and they've been missing for a bit. Well, Mai has been missing.
Yeah.
But Maki's been around. She was in the Shibuya incident when she got all fucked up. That's why she got the scars, which I love.
Yes.
The scars are cool.
I just like the wraparounds. It looks like they look like cool tattoos, but not so cool how she got them.
Yeah, right.
But just how can I say this? As somebody who kind of like relates to the feeling of Mai when she steps in the vault. I'm sorry, Maki, when she steps in the vault and she sees her father there and she's like, I was like, oh my God, that hit me in the feels because, you know, I can personally relate to that, you know, like the dad daughter. Nah. So I was just like, saying it without saying it.
Nah, I feel you.
I was just like, oh shit, this is the moment. And it was like, you could tell that it was just going to be more than just emotions. They set her up to get like get back her moment in every single way. And it made me so sad that it came at the expense of her sister. But at the same time, it was so beautiful. It was kind of like, you know, like in the real world, what they say about twins and, you know, yin and yang and how they fit together for a purpose. And it's just like it almost reminded me of like a Harry Potter moment, like a Horcrux. You know what I mean? Once the Horcrux return. So it was just like,
it's a good point. Even their little meeting in their little twin spirit world.
Yes.
Like when Harry Potter and Dumbledore was chatting it up in the train station. Yeah.
Perfect. You said it perfectly.
I'm rolling with you. I'm rolling. And I don't know if you realized, but you had said yin and yang. After they had left out like their twin world, they were positioned.
Yeah.
Like yin and yang. Yeah. When they were on the ground. Yeah.
It was so good. The visuals of the episode were so good because when they were laying down and you see the body, when you see Maki's body and the blood starts to pool, if you go back and look at it, the red is a red circle. It's a complete red circle. So like the so
the energy was crazy.
When she fought her dad, even when she fought her dad, I was just, you know, the changing to black and white, it was like the whole noir vibe. I just just the little glimpses of the fight. It's just like, you don't have to see every single second of the fight. You don't have to see every single movement, but you see the important ones. Just like with their story, like you don't have to know every single little detail that happened, but you know enough and you know that what they're showing you is important. So I was just like, oh man.
Absolutely. And I love that, like, she got her ass whooped at first. Like, I love that part that she didn't just roll up in there and just like wreck shit. And it was just like, oh, like Maki just bodied the Zenin clan. Like, you know, she's been, because she doesn't have any cursed energy, her just like Toji. But you know, Toji was like that dude. He had like the contract with, you know, his cursed instrument and everything. I keep wanting to say divine instrument, wrong TV show. Like, vital instrument.
Heavenly pact, heavenly restriction.
Yeah. So dang, what was I saying?
I'm sorry. You were talking about how she was fighting.
Yeah, how she was like looked down upon by like the Zenin clan, and like even when her name would come up in like the first episode, they were just like, "Oh, Maki's such a waste of space. At least Mai can be a good wife and all that stuff, and this, that, and the third." Just like she's been like, you know, the redheaded stepchild, the black sheep of the family, her whole life, and you know, very similar. I love how Maki now has a scar, like how Toji had the scar.
Yes.
They're like being like a member of the family that doesn't have like the cursed energy and everything, and how he was a gun. Like, didn't, like, even though he didn't have the name because he didn't have the energy, and he was a Fushiguro. Like, didn't nobody fuck with like he my man went toe to toe with Gojo. Like, with no powers. Like, Toji went toe to toe with Gojo. He was like that one. So when Maki had that moment where she was about to fight her dad, because I was a couple days late watching the episode, so I had like heard people like rumbling. Like I stayed away from spoilers or anything, but they was like, yeah, like Maki did her big one with this one, and I had like a lot of my friends hitting me up like, yo, I can't wait. I watched this episode so many times. Like,
no.
So I didn't get nothing spoiled for me. But when Maki had pulled up to her dad, I was like, all right, we about to see Maki cook. And then she got her ass whooped. I was like, oh shit. I was like, all right. Like,
unexpected.
I kind of was hyped that I had thought that she was just about to go in there and wreck shit. Cause I was like just ready for Maki to catch hands and feet. Cause I fuck with Maki. So then when her dad beat her and was just on some like, yo, like a big thing that I've been saying about you, even though like obviously like he's a dickhead and, you know, they've been like, you know, shunning her for no reason and passing judgment when they shouldn't, you know, live and let live, especially for your own daughters and stuff. But like, for some of his critique to have been accurate, I kind of liked that aspect of it, that like in a weird way, even when you do have like a strained relationship with like your parents, there are still some parts of yourself that maybe they can see that you can't, just kind of like a outsider perspective, whatnot. So when the dad had caught her slipping and was just like, oh, why would you assume that, you know, since you cracked my blade, I couldn't reach to you? He's like, you closed in. He's like, that's that pride. He's like, I've been telling you about this your whole life. That ego get you fucked up, and it got her fucked up. You know, like, and for real, if you're gonna call a spade, that kind of got her sister killed. Like if we're gonna look at it, like her being cocky and thinking that she could get the step on her dad, and not, you know, taking into consideration that her dad has cursed energy, like, you know, got her fatally wounded, and then her sister essentially, you know, sacrificed herself, like, for her, you know, like gave that life energy into her. So, you know, pride cometh before the fall, I guess. But boy, did she rise back up.
It made me, at one point, I kind of wonder, did she really go in there and think she was going to be her dad, or was she it's a suicide mission?
I think she really was in it to pop shit. Because remember when she first walked in there, like, just, you know, walking through, just ignoring everybody. Everybody's like, oh, what are you doing here? Oh, why are you here? She's just ignoring shit, just spinning the key on her finger. And her mom, she was just like, yo, like, I'm so mad I had you. Like, why are you here? You're such an embarrassment. And she was like,
oh my god,
she was just like, new head of the clan said I could be here, just talking shit, spinning the key. I really think she thought she was about to walk up in that John, you know, pop shit, grabbed him. I almost called them vital instruments again. God damn it. What are them Johns called? Shit, I'm having a brain blank. They are called cursed tools. Yeah, cursed tools. That's the one. Like if I say vital,
they are vital though. They are vital.
They're vital, and they're instruments to be used.
Yeah.
So, you know? It's a literal term. But yeah, I really think that, you know, especially the conversation that they were having when they were making the plans, and, you know, her and Megami were like figuring out. I will say I loved that little brief moment where she had to convince Megami to like take on the head of the house, and he was like, fuck that family, I don't want that shit, they weird, like I don't want that. And she's like, if you do this, we'll get all the money, all the resources, all the
like, that was like the closing in. I was like, I love how they did that.
Yeah, I did. I really like that too, because it's like, this may be like an anime thing, or it might be just a me thing within the context of anime, but I always am a bit bothered. And when I say a bit, I mean like 0.1%. But like, I'm always a bit bothered when you have family members in anime that like don't really act familial. Like, you'll just get the acknowledgement that they're cousins.
Yeah, that's my cousin.
That's it. Yeah, like that's it. Like Maki and Fushiguro like don't interact as family members like at all. Like, and obviously it might be like not a one-to-one example because like they're the outcasts of the Zenin clan, but you would think that would like bond them. Like, you know, like, oh, we both are like outcasts of the same family. We're legit cousins, like blood cousins, like, and they don't act like it. And I feel like a lot of anime does that, but that could be like a cultural thing with like Eastern Western civilization, like, you know, how Joe we are about our families, and oh, the cousin walk, you know, my cousin, like,
yeah,
maybe that's a us thing. Like, who knows? Like
that's an interesting thing, because I'm just like, yeah, they both are cousins, but they've always been on their own separate journeys, and kind of like you and me, like, you're related, but
yeah.
All right, cousin, bye.
Exactly. And even it's just like y'all go to the same school. Y'all don't do lunch together.
That's like, funny.
You know, like, hey, cousin, are you good? Like, yeah, like I said, it's just a weird thing that I feel like I notice in a lot of animes, that like somebody will have like a direct cousin, like your parent and my parent are siblings, but it's just like we don't really like
yeah, I can relate to that. I realize this episode was layered.
I mean, you know, like I would venture to say that, you know, like my found family are like the people that I'm extremely close to. Like, I do obviously have people in like my immediate family that like I am close to, couple cousins, you know, girl and boy, that are like more like siblings to me. But yeah, again, I guess Mike, that was a semi side quest, I guess, you know, fine. But Maki gets washed. Mai sacrifices herself. She's just like, you know, jujutsu lore, twins are the same person, you know, two sides of the same coin. I'm gonna just pour into you whatever we can. She was like, but after I do this, after I make my sacrifice play, She was like, burn this bitch to the ground.
Yeah.
She said destroy everything.
So I had to read up about what transpired, what it was that Mai did. And so she took away the last little bit of curse energy that was holding Maki back from reaching the full heavenly restriction. So now it is canon that she's basically on par with Toji.
Yeah. And so we can get into the Kill Bill of it all now, because you kind of buried the lead of it. But
and the Game of Thrones.
And the Game of Thrones. Definitely.
You saw that?
Definitely. Well, please elaborate, please.
So when she, okay, so this isn't a side quest. This is like something that I noticed. Main quest. So when, do you remember when Arya Stark was about to fight? What was that other? The waif.
Oh, the waif. Yeah. When she was over in Essos.
Mm-hmm. And it was their last It was their last fight. They were in that room, and she slashed she blew out the candle.
Yes.
When Maki got started in that fight, that's the same thing that happened.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah, like before she came to get her dad, she took the lights out. Yeah, that is accurate. And maybe I missed it because I only watched the episode one time, so I'm on my rewatch. But and it could have been something again. I haven't watched the first season of JJK in such a long time. So I'm not too familiar with Maki's dad. Have we seen him in the show before this? I know we've seen the uncles and the cousins. Like Maki's, that's a great question. Like the what is the Hiei part of the Zenin clan, like the fighters, the ones that fight. I don't remember if we've ever seen Maki's dad prior to this, but dang it.
He doesn't matter now. He doesn't matter.
He did now. He definitely did. But yes, that whole thing. Oh, the part where he had said that he was just like, I remember this fear. Like, this is a long time since I felt this fear. Like, I wonder what he was talking about. Like, I didn't know if that was a thing where he's just like, maybe Maki was like, he saw that potential super early on, and he was just like, maybe like it went away. Like I was unclear as to what he was talking about then. But like you said, it don't matter now.
I think
scalped.
I think what he was feeling is like he sensed her power, kind of like Toji. I think
maybe that wasn't what it was.
I think maybe there was like a little split. Yeah, I think there was a little bit of a flashback when it was like it flashed to him, and it was like, oh god, I feel like the same thing.
That's a good call. Maybe he hasn't since Toji. He hasn't felt that energy since Toji. That's probably exactly what he was talking about. But I am a super Kill Bill fan. Like, that's definitely I don't know if it would be it's definitely in my 20. I don't know if it's in my top 10, but it's definitely in my top 20, the first one and the second one of all time. So when we saw the Bride versus the Crazy 88 JJK version of it, that shit was fire. Yes. And then when the animation style changed and it even looked like the animation style from Kill Bill when they would do the animation beats, that shit was fire. When she started doing the eye pluck out technique, which was another Kill Bill reference, that shit was fire. There was just so many crazy things. And the part that I really liked about all this, because Dragon Ball Z does this a lot, as does Bleach, as does One Piece. A lot of shonens do this a lot, where you'll give a character the power up, but they still have to work for it, like that W. Like they'll get the power up, maybe they'll chump one person, but then they'll have to work for it. They may still ultimately get the win, but they might still have to work for it. Maki was carving through everything like butter. Every single thing. The grunts, the main niggas, the side niggas, the side main niggas, all of them, bro. When the one dude with the coiffed hair who was she must have snuck up on her dad and killed him in his sleep. Yeah, when he was talking all that shit, he was like, don't kill her, let me finish her, I'll come get it. And he was taking his sweet time, strolling, just knew that Maki was gonna get overwhelmed by the grunt dudes. And then when he pulled up, my pre-programming anime brain was just this is about to be a good fight. One-shotted.
And
one-shotted that man, yeah.
It was just even okay. I have just a quick little note. Even before she got to that, there was a moment where I was just in awe of the animation on that what looked to me like a dance floor, because I don't know what it was. they had a bottom view of her stepping through the blood and leaving the footprints.
Yeah.
I just like,
even each kill, the blood started like pull up, like it slowly would start to pull up. That was crazy too.
That was
crazy.
the attention to detail. They really gave her moments to shine. I love that.
Fire.
I don't feel like in the past seasons we've seen the brutality, the like, I don't want to say grotesque because it wasn't like that much, but you know, they don't get that graphic. JJK didn't get that graphic.
Because it's usually hands and feet, but like this was just like all out of.
This was everything: body parts, throats being pulled out.
Yo,
just
she did that job like 3 times, and she was spamming that move at the end. She said throat.
That was the personal one. She was like, "I don't know who these guys are. I know who you are, and you're about to get it."
Yeah, and I loved that aspect of it too. That like, I don't know if it was like a share who was having the flashback. But I loved the moment that like there would be flashbacks of like these relatives as children to like show how deep the pain Maki like has in her brain. She was just like, no, like, y'all motherfuckers tortured me my whole life. Y'all made me feel like shit since we've been kids. I'm getting mine today. Like today is gonna be the last time.
It was just it was just
I love that. Because I feel like they could have easily played it like, my sister's dead. I came here to get these tools. Y'all are some dickheads. It's probably best if I kill y'all anyway. They could have easily played it that way, but they did such a good job with no dialogue. They did such a good job with zero dialogue, like showing you the childhood trauma that Maki was going through. Like you were saying, like towards the end, like it went from business as usual with the sword to throat rips, eye rips, smash. Like you felt how personal it was for her.
Yes.
Like, as she like got further and further, like in like carving up the clan, like when she started hitting important people, and this is like, oh, remember that time when you stole my crayons, bitch? Like, remember that's how you spit in my sandwich? Like she had all the receipts. Like Maki had all the receipts, and she collected, and that shit was
well deserved.
Well deserved. Like even with Noe, like how he was moving on fast with like his super flash speed and all that stuff and everything. I thought that was gonna be like, okay, cool. We about to get a little bit of a back and forth. This is gonna be a bit of a challenge. Nope, one-shotted.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. That one, I felt conflicted because we saw it a little bit in like, I think it was like the first episode. You know, we saw it
fucking up Chozo.
Yes. But this episode, it was so beautiful. It was so cool. He was so cool. He's one of the ones that I know from like other animes, you wish that, okay, maybe the bad guy can somehow be redeemed and come over to the, you know.
That's why
it was such a cool technique.
I when he got introduced in like episode 1, 2 of like this season, before he like opened his mouth and started saying some misogynistic shit, I was like, I like him. I was like, he's cool, you know? Like, and then he started talking all that cat shit. I was like, oh man, dang, he's a dickhead like the rest of his clan. But, yo, even in this fight, like even his motivations for like why he wanted to be the best, like I thought that was like a nice little inclusion just to show that, like, you know, all these kids grew up together being told that they were going to be this or that or this or that. You know, like their family, the Zenin clan was always wanting to, you know, keep up with the Joneses, with the Gojo clan and the Kumo clan. Like they always wanted to be part of the big three and everything. So when you like had Noah having the flashback where he was just like, oh, like I heard there's somebody in the Zenin clan who's a loser, has no powers, and I need to see what he's talking about. And then it's Toji, and he's just like, oh, damn, this dude's dirty. Like, he's crazy. And then he hears about Gojo, and he's just like, oh, I'm going to be the man that stands next to them. Like, I'm going to be the one that gets strong enough to be mentioned in the same breath. Like,
such an interesting dynamic.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just like, he's a piece of shit, and I'm glad he's dead, but just like the kid version of
we're just going to gloss over that.
You know, but the kid version of him that just like wanted to be the best, like the Ash Ketchum of it all. Like, oh, I want to be mentioned in the breath of these great warriors, and this is my destiny. Like, I thought that was like a really neat thing because they could have just let him just be a one-dimensional piece of shit.
Yeah,
and I still would have been just that satisfied. with him getting murked. And then his death was like satisfying. Like not the face crush. That shit was nuts.
I thought he was dead.
Bro, when she hit him with the face, and then they did like the Mortal Kombat. I did. I was like, this is an X-ray. But then it kept going. I was like, oh, okay, she cracked his orbital bone, but then it like kept cracking. And I was like, okay, and then the skull just it just evaporated into dust. I was like, yo, that's
fatality.
crazy.
I thought it was a straight fatality. He was laying there, you know.
Yeah.
They even gave him like the little lifeless eyes of someone. You know how they draw that in the anime when you okay, they're really dead. They gave him the eyes and everything. I was like, oh shit. Oh well.
I am interested in your take as a mom for how he actually did die when Maki's mom ends up just stabbing him in the back after Maki slashes her across the chest, and he's just like, all right, mom, fuck you too, I'm out. I ain't going to decapitate you, but I'll just let you bleed out. And if anything, it's kind of a more fucked up way to kill your mom. Let her bleed out, don't kill her instantly.
Yeah.
But I have my thoughts on like what I think that was about, but I'm interested like your take on it. Like, you know, why in her last moments she would have used that moment to just, you know, like kill Noe as opposed to, you know, whatever.
I'm gonna be honest, that part left me kind of confused. I was trying to understand like the motivations for that, right? I was confused because it showed a flashback to her saying how happy she was that they were born.
Yeah.
So I want to know, like the mother in me wants to know, how did you get here to the point where you're saying such terrible things about your daughter? Yeah. Even if the last strike, the stab in the back was to be like, this is for my daughter, you're not gonna go after her, or this is for everything you've done to my daughter, or something. It does in no way, even though maybe she might have did it because to redeem herself or to be like, I've always loved my daughter, it in no way makes up for what she's gone through from her parents and the clan and everyone. I want to know, I have to do more research into when she said to her mom, why did you tell me to come back? Or
I was that I wonder if that's something that's going to get paid off down the road too, because the mom seemed confused. She was like, what you mean? What you talking about, Willis?
Right.
To go back. So I wonder if somebody like wrote her a note like on her mom's behalf or something. But my outside of that, why'd you tell me to come back part, which again I'm hoping that's not a loose thread and that gets addressed, even though she wiped out the whole clan. So it's like, what would really be the purpose of like bringing it? Like her sister's gone, the Zenin clan's been wiped out. I mean, I guess one would assume that she's probably gonna have to have a conversation with Fushi Girl about what just happened. She's like, hey cuz, we don't got no family no more. She got a little carried away.
I feel like they're just gonna look at each other and then it's gonna be like,
nod of approval.
Yeah.
High key for sure. But I'm kind of chasing the same white rabbit that you are in terms of the mom's motivation. It's like we saw that flashback where she was just like, I'm so happy that I had you too, and that you were born and everything. I'm wondering if like the toxic masculinity of like the Zenin clan is like what made the mom kind of feed into the dogma of it's like, oh, because you know when they're kids, I would assume maybe their like powers hadn't developed yet. Like maybe they didn't know that like Maki didn't have any
right. That
maybe,
makes sense.
Yeah, maybe it was still like fresh in the game, early in the game. Like once that happened and like the clan deemed Maki as like damaged goods, like the mom having to follow suit. I mean, you know what? I feel like that has to be that's why she left in the first place, so that like her and her sister wouldn't just be like yes men to like whoever the man in the clan is. I had that around by accident. I'm dope. But I do think that was like a damn, like you made me hate my kids. Like y'all practices and like old rigid ways like made me really develop like hatred towards my children, when it's like that's never should have been the thing. And that was like her last like fuck you.
There was a minute too where I thought for a second that she might spare her mom. I thought for a second. I kind of like had a little bit of a hope.
I mean, man, fuck that bitch. She could die too. I kind of was like, nah, do that shit, Maki. Do that shit. Like,
Yeah.
bruh, she go
So
kill
silly.
Nah,
She
but
knew though.
no,
She knew.
she did.
She knew her daughter.
I mean, look, she was talking all that shit earlier in that day. She was like, "Why are you here? Why did I give birth to you? You've always been an embarrassment." So it's just like, shit, you get what you fucking deserve. Like, had you just kept your mouth shut earlier in the day, you might have been all right. She might have let you live. She might have been like, "Come on, mom, let's get out of here. Let's escape." But yeah, I feel like our combination of like speculation is what it is. Like at least in my brain, if we don't get a clarification or a follow up on like that last sentence between
I'm gonna be
her and
upset.
mom, like, oh yeah, I'm 1,000%
Not gonna lie.
1,000% gonna be pissed
I
off.
hate unfinished things.
I'm gonna say that we solved the mystery, and it was like her mom realizing that the clan turned her against her own children, and that was her being like, "Take back my life back."
I'm gonna die. You're gonna die with me.
Yeah, exactly. We out of here. Half a face man. Stab him right in the back. We forgot to talk about when she bodied Tarzan man with all the punches. Like that was another one. He reminded me of Kenpachi off of
with the hair.
Yeah, the one with the hair and the pink gi, the Kenpachi.
Yeah, I really wanted to circle back to this. I found out that the one with the part that I thought was the most badass was when her heavenly pact is strength. She doesn't have the curse energy and stuff. So for her to be able to get out of that, whatever that ice technique, his name was Renata.
Well, he was freezing her. Yeah.
Yes, just with her physical strength, and you see his eyes start to bleed. Mm-hmm. And I know that was. I feel like that was like in some movie too, but I'll think of it later.
And she did that while Kenpachi Bull was like raining down purple fists on her. So she was doing all of that. Like,
and the sand guy.
Yeah, and the old man with the clappy hands. Yeah, the sand hands. That's what we're gonna call them, sand hands.
He was
that was another one. But yeah, just kind of going back to what we were saying before, like there is a small part of me that like wanted to see like a 5-star fight, but then again, like I love that they went the other route just to show like how yoked Maki is now. And they was just like, you know what? Nope. Butter. Knife through butter. She carving up the whole clan. We don't care who it is. Everybody gotta go. Everybody gonna die. Pow, pow.
Everybody
pew, pew. Everybody gonna die. He said pew, pew.
Kevin Hart reference for anybody who doesn't understand.
Look, Philly-based podcast, Philly stand up. Get at me, bro. But absolutely. But and then really quick before we close this bad boy out, you saw the preview for next week, right? Like after the credits, like where Ishidori and Megami, you didn't watch it.
So we're learning in real time
I got you. So the next episode is going to be their mission to go recruit the suspended
third year.
They tell us why he got suspended. In the
damn it! Damn it!
They told us. So apparently.
Pause. Wait.
Apparently, he started a fight club in the school. And that's what got him suspended. And it appears, because they only give you like little, like quick little scenes in black and white of the previews in JJK. It seems that Ichidori and Megami like have to join the fight club to.
Hell yeah!
To talk to the guy.
Whoa, but that could be like good or bad. If they're fighting other people,
yeah, they are.
Does that count as like the deaths?
The calling. I don't think the game hasn't started yet. Remember, remember they give people like a couple of
chance to get out
off the island. Yeah, like if they want to, I think I don't think the game has started yet, but I think that next episode is gonna be fire because they like a JJK Fight Club, and so in the trailer they even say like we don't talk about Fight Club. They even like say the lines.
Oh man,
next
I love that. I don't know how I forgot. Okay, never mind. I do know how I forgot this because season 2 wasn't really as comical. Didn't have anything comical to be.
The Shibuya incident took up pretty much the entirety of season 2, and that shit was very dark.
Yes. But I forgot that the essence of JJK, part of the essence is pop culture references. And I loved season 1 when they were throwing, I remember they made a reference to Jennifer, what was her name? From from
Jennifer Love
Hunger
Hewitt.
Games.
Oh, damn, that's my girl too. Why the fuck? You didn't put me on the spot. This is embarrassing. Jennifer Lawrence.
Jennifer, yeah, they made a reference to her. They made a references to. I'm just loving it.
That's like Gotcha Kuda. They like, whose man's is this?
I just love it, and I'm just so in awe of the writers and everybody who is working on JJK. I'm like, they really know what we want to see. Make those references. I'm like, well, I understood that one.
Hey, look, I'm not saying that once they injected some of the melanin into anime, that's when this shit took off. I'm not saying that the timing seems very auspicious to me. I'm not saying that we have the sauce across all platforms, but look, the creator Gotcha Kuda clearly loves black folk, and that anime is taking off like spam busters.
They know.
they know. They get
They
it.
see us. We see
They
you
understand.
seeing us see you.
Look, I see you. Like the Navi, I see you.
Yes.
I see you. Big facts. Big facts. But my dear, is there anything else that you would like to touch on this episode before we close this bad boy out?
Oh, I'm trying to think. I think we covered everything. The animation was just beautiful when the sand hands rose up and it was like Naruto all over again, and the blood, all of the blood from all of the enemies just poured out.
That was fire. That part was super fire. The sand hands was even crazy. Like that shit caught me off guard. I was like, oh shit.
I was like, oh, is she in trouble? No.
we obviously didn't get to see him like too quick, but he reminds me of the old man president from Hunter x Hunter who fought Miriam. Did you watch Hunter x Hunter? Were you a Hunter x Hunter girly? No, cool.
It reminded me of what's his name from Naruto.
The old
was it?
Dude?
It wasn't Gaara, was it? No. I don't know. I'll think of it.
A lot of old men. Names ain't my superpower. Well, that's Trav.
No. What was the episode when he took the weights off? That episode when they were fighting in the sand pit.
Rock Lee.
Yeah, when Rock Lee. Who was Rock Lee fighting?
The.
I'm gonna get roasted for this.
You making me?
I can't remember.
You making me forget the name too. No, you were right. It is Gaara. Because you didn't say it with confidence, so it threw me off. I was like, no, Gaara.
I was like, where's that guy? Yeah.
Yeah, but
it reminded me of that.
The technique definitely reminded me of Gaara. But yeah, the old dude looked like the old president from Hunter x Hunter. I know some people say that. Some people don't.
Beautiful. Rich in story. I'm gonna have to go watch it again. I'm probably gonna cry a second time too. I'm probably gonna just look for all the pop culture references and all of the just the beautiful scenes. It was I can see why they say that this was an internet breaking episode. Yeah, it's definitely
got like a 9.8 out of 10. I think.
Yes, but much well deserved. Very much.
I wonder.
Much very yes.
Yeah, they're just words. Yeah, I know what you meant. I wonder if Quentin Tarantino was like either consulted on this or like sent the episode after the fact. Like if he's aware of this, like I hope he is. I feel like he is.
I hope he would be grateful.
Yeah,
not grateful, but at least like happy about it. Yeah.
Like in my brain, I need somebody to send this to Uma Thurman. Like I need that in my life. Like I need her to watch this. I need a video of her watching this episode. Like that's what I need.
I need someone, and not an AI, to draw parts of that scene with Maki in the uniform.
Oh, the yellow fit? Yeah, we need that. I feel like that's coming.
Cosplay incoming.
Maki dressed as Beatrix Kiddo. I'm down with the yellow and black biker suit. Yeah, that should be fire. You know what? We need that Maki scene with like the score from that scene in Kill Bill, like the crazy song that they were playing in that part. That'd be fire. All of that. Just come get us, like all the creative heads over there in Japan or over here in Texas or over here even closer.
We have the ideas.
Atlanta. I'm just saying. Justin Bieber was discovered on the internet too. So just, come get us. Just come get us. But To all the lifers, new listeners, and fellow travelers, we have reached our final destination as we arrive aboard the Nama station. But you know that the journey never really ends, and we know that we can't change this world without you. So lend us your vibes by way of likes, listens, reviews, and subscribes. Heavy emphasis on the subscribe. Just smash that subscribe button. Hey, YouTubers, all that fun stuff. And the easiest way that you can do that is by clicking the all-powerful link tree of might in the episode description below. And just like the North, always remember, I let go of my Game of Thrones pain 2026. I haven't complained about it. I even shared a Game of Thrones meme the other day. Growth. Just saying.
There you go.
Growth. But just like the North, thank you. Just like the North, always remember, whether you watch it or you read it, we all still need it. So open up your nerd eye, point it to the sky, and we will see you next time aboard the Brothership. See you soon, Space Cow people. Dodon Ray. And in the wise words of our dear brother, Tro, always remember to harvest